Now it has gone a few more months and I had locked the cut, so I couldn't make any more changes to the cut. Florian had started with all the Drowzee animations. He did the animations and I did the rendering, the VFX and the compositing for Drowzee. Everything was going pretty smoothly now. I had a few small problems, like always, but nothing too big, so I will not mention it. While Florian and I was working with Drowzee, Jacob, the composer, had started to compose the music. Andre and Max, the two sound guys from the YouTube channel 2 Guys Render, had also started to add sound effects, mix in Anthony Seven's voice so it sounded more like Kylo Ren's, and everything was nice because everything started to come together now. It was of course still a lot to do. The music, sounds and so much work with Drowzee. In this section I will briefly go through some of the visual effects. I guess you most want to see the behind the scenes of the lightsaber and Drowzee, so I will go through that now. I created the lightsabers in a program called After Effects. Sometimes I use a plugin called Saber from the website Video Copilot. The plugin makes it very easy to create lightsabers and it's not so time consuming. You basically just have to drag and parent two dots, the start and end, over your own lightsaber. Then the plugin automatically calculates the motion blur and stuff like that. You can of course customize the saber a lot with this plugin as well, like change the glow, the motion blur, or if you want the saber to look more like an electric saber or something like that. I myself had done the small changes so it looks like the way it looks now. It's nothing that big, but still it's a few changes. In some shots the plugin didn't work the way I wanted, so in those cases I created the lightsaber effects from scratch myself. For a fan film like this, I think the Saber plugin is awesome and really great because it's not that time consuming and it's really easy to use. If you want the lightsabers to look better, you can do that, but it doesn't add anything to the story. So it doesn't matter that much, but you can of course play around to try to get it better, but I think the Saber plugin from Video Copilot is good enough. Here is when I tried to recreate the lightsaber from Rogue One and I think it turned out pretty good. So you can create amazing stuff with the Saber plugin, and if someone tells you that you should not create lightsaber with the Saber plugin because they think it looks bad, they don't know what they are talking about and they're just trying to be cool. So if you want to create lightsaber quick and easy and they look pretty good, use the Saber plugin. I created all the motion tracking in a program called Buju. When you are tracking the footage, you're basically tracking the motion of the camera, and then the program, in this case Buju, creates a vertical camera. If you don't motion track your footage, the 3D model, in this case Drowzee, will not stick to the footage. It will look like the 3D model is floating around. I don't know how to describe it, so I will just show you. This is how it looks when it's motion tracked. And this is how it looks when it's not motion tracked. As you can see, Drowzee is floating around and not sticking to the ground. I exported the camera solve from Buju to Blender and we did all the animation and the rendering in Blender. Then I did the compositing in After Effects. But now let's go inside my computer and look at the Drowzee model. Hi guys, so now we are inside my computer and I will show you the Drowzee model right now. We are using Blender for the Drowzee model. I used to work in Maya, but this time I use Blender, so it's interesting. Here is the Drowzee model, and like you can see now, we are using Eevee just for like this preview thing, but when we're doing the final render, we are using Cycles, because Cycle is more powerful and I don't know, stuff like that. So right now I am just showing you with Eevee. So yeah, here's the model. Looks pretty cool, right? So yeah, and now I will switch to this one because it's easier to animate. So yeah, the rig is, really basic. It's like every 3D models. You can, do whatever you want. Take these bones and like move them around. Like this. Yeah, it looks a bit strange when I do it now. But yeah, you understand. And if you want to move his head, it's just to take, the head bone, and now he is looking up. So yeah, here's the rig and here is the model. This like eye control is really cool as well. Matthias made it, but when Florian has animated Drowzee, he preferred to have like eye controls like this. And the eyes are really cool, as you can see. Going around like this, and you can see like the skin beside the eyes are moving as well. It's really cool. And we also have this thing over here. It's like a face control or a facial expression control thing. So Matthias created this, and I love it. It's really cool. And when you have a really good model and a really good rig like this, it's pretty easy to animate, or it's not easy, but it's, yeah, you understand what I'm meaning. When you have a good rig and a good model, it's funnier to animate and it's, yeah, easier. So I will show you this face control right now, because it's extremely cool. So if I take one of these rings, I guess, like move it up, then the facial expression will change on Drowzee. So let's look at him like this now. And like I told you, I press this ring here. Then we can see here it's the eyelid. On this side it's this eyelid. So if I just move this one up like this, yeah, this happens. So that's really cool. So we can animate 1 second or around 1 second, just to show you how easy it is. Okay, so what will Drowzee do? We started here at frame 0, and I don't know, let's go to frame 20. This control here, we can see here, it's the eyebrow. We can do like this, and you can see it moving. And maybe we can take this one. It's the other side, and it's down. As you can see now when we're moving in a timeline, you do like this. So let's take this one here. You can see sad mouth, and that means that he's smiling when this ring is down. And if we're going to, I don't know, 21, let's say, then I bring this up. As you can see, his mouth he's sad now. So that's really cool. So let's do more stuff. We can take this thing here. It's under the eyes. Let's bring it up. Right, like that. And we can take this one as well. And you see, as you can see, it's the nose, or I don't know what to call it. So we can take a keyframe here, and we can just put it, I don't know, here maybe. Drag it up like this. So now he's looking like this. And we can take this control. As you can see, sad. His eyebrows is going to be sad. But when you're making different expressions and playing around with these controls, he can look, have other expressions as well. So let's see what's happened if we do like this. Yeah, as you can see, it's more like and not sad, or a bit sad. So yeah, it's basically it. So now we have animated this, and we might want to make him look up a bit. No, just like that maybe. Right. And then we can take the nose, or I don't know what to call it. Just drag it up maybe a bit, like that. I think then we'll take this bone here, move it like, yeah, that maybe, something like that. Then we can take the arm, move it down, yeah, something like that. And then we'll preview it, it looks like this. So as you can see, it's really easy to animate when you have a good rig and a good model like this, right? So yeah, it's basically it. So it's the Drowzee model, and it's really cool. And like I say, if you have a good model and a good rig, it's extremely much more funny to animate him. So if you are creating your own models, do it right. Create a good model and a real good rig, especially if you're going to animate him. So yeah, that's the character of Drowzee in Blender. Hi guys, how are you? I'm not so good. This is some sort of live update, I guess, not a live stream, but I think you understand what I mean. So today it's the 12th of September 2020, and I don't know what to do. I have created all the 2D effects, all the 3D effects I can create. The only thing that is left when it comes to the VFX is 2 shots with Drowzee, but we're having big problems with the rig and with the Drowzee model, and I can't solve it because I'm not skilled enough. So Florian and Matthias is working with Drowzee and try to solve it. And it's the 2 last shots in the sunset scene. Yeah. I have edited all the behind the scene to this point, so I can't edit the behind the scene that comes after this shot or this video, because I can't predict the future. The music, it's still a lot to do with the music. Jacob, he has been moving, so he has not created the music for a while now, because yeah, he has moved to a new town and a new apartment and everything like that. But he will start to create the music for real now. I still need a voice from a voice actor. He has been in lockdown for almost 6 months now because of the COVID-19 virus. And there was something with Jacob as well. He was in lockdown or something like that because of the COVID-19. So that sucks because I just need 2 lines from that voice actor now. I just want the voice so I can insert it into the cut. But I can't do anything about that. And when it comes to the sounds and the sound effects, the guys from 2 Guys Render, Max and Andre, they are working on the sounds. But there are 2 guys that are not living together, so they have to meet each other and create the sounds. So they can't do that all day long or every evening and stuff like that. So I totally understand that. So yeah, the thing is, I don't know what to do. I go to work, I come home, I open up Blender or After Effects or Premiere or something, I'm just staring at the project. Like, what can I do? Can I do something here? Can I do something there? I can't do anything. I just have to wait. It's really tough. But yeah, I don't know what to do. So yeah, that's like this update. I don't know what to do. I just have to wait and see what's happened. So I will continue to do what I am doing now, because I'm going to go crazy soon, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I will continue to do what I was doing.